I'm excited about it for you. All the good stuff's over here. Man, they probably don't like walking in the snow too much. Some of the stuff with the wind and everything. Some of these drifts are getting pretty deep out here. That's the waterer. I think that's a bob that's kind of floats around in there to keep the water from freezing. I don't think it worked. That's a pretty good layer of ice there. Let me see about busting it up. Kind of get this broken up here. And there you can see there's the water there. See, a little bobber on there. All right, cows will be happy for that. Put this hammer away. Now you see how that stuff is. That thing costs you all kinds of money. It's made not to freeze up, right? So you don't have to come out and do this stuff like I do at my house. And here we are. So I know you guys, some of you guys left comments about that on the last video. Put the ball in there and the soda bottle in there. I've done all that stuff. It doesn't work. What works though is coming out and checking it and busting it up. Man, it is brutal out here. Besides, you know, when you do that kind of stuff, what you're doing is opening yourself up to loss, right? You get a sense of that false security sense right out here. So you just kind of hang out and you're like, well, I spent all that money on that fancy ice thing and it should be fine. And then you come to find out that they needed some water, or, you know, they starved or something, you know, however your automated system is. So the point is don't take your hands too far off of it. All right, so they're all situated, I think. They'll figure it out sooner or later. And then I'll be checking on them a little bit. Whew. I mean, just walking's even a chore, really, right? Whew. All right, let me see what we got here. Just want to make sure that hay's over here ready for him. I got the right pasture. All right, let's double check it. I see there's one bale there, one bale over there. So they got a couple fresh bales in here. So it looks like I'm in the right spot. Now we got to get home and tend to our animals. Oh, we got some new babies to show you. Don't go anywhere. Here we go. Now I'm just telling you, I've been telling you guys about my little gas setup there. Man, pulling those 5-gallon jugs around all the time and lifting it up on there and spilling it and all this stuff. Far superior. So you guys got to kind of keep working your homestead, figuring out what works good and making advancements, right? We've been up here for 12 years, and one other time we've been in a snowstorm like this. It was a little worse, where it got so high the truck couldn't even go through, even with 4-wheel drive and everything, because the bottom in between the tires would scrape and everything, and you couldn't do it. So now I got this pretty cleaned off, and all around here, and I even cleaned out some of the street for the neighbors and stuff. And then we're gonna go check on the lambs and stuff, but yeah, as soon as I get done with them, I'll go down and clean out Mom's driveway too, in case you're wondering. But this has been a big help for the homestead right here, you know what I mean? For many years, I was borrowing neighbors' tractors and stuff, or relying on other people. And true story, one neighbor that I relied on that actually dug us out 12 years ago, or during the 12 years, it was probably about 10 years, probably our 3rd year here. He's gone, passed away, right? And the other fellow that I work with and borrowed his stuff and everything, he moved back down to the city and he doesn't come up here that much anymore, so he's gone. So everything has a season, right? And now I have my own machine and I'm able to help the neighbors and do our own thing and count on myself. So there was a season for community and working with them, and you know what I mean? Where you have to be able to sustain yourself. That's kind of the name of the game. But I also built community and used what I could while I was getting there, is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't just dive in and have everything at once. You guys are seeing this stuff, watching our videos. I've been here for 12 years, right? Living on the super cheap, saving money, preparing for these days when I would buy this machinery. We got her gassed up, ready to go. I prefer a skid steer over a tractor any day on my homestead. You guys got to kind of figure out what you're going to do with your machines, because you're going to get some machines probably, right? Took us 12 years, you know, and I was figuring it out, using tractors, using skid steers. But for us, the skid steer is the superior machine for our homestead, right? I'm going to get finished up with a little bit of this here, and then I'm going to take you guys over to the sheep real quick. Coming, girl, I'm coming. I'm coming. My beard's freezing. Tell you what, it's the wind that makes it the worst of anything, right? If the wind wasn't blowing, it would be halfway tolerable. Whew. But the wind is just really something. And the snow's deep. In some spots, just makes it treacherous for walking. So, all right, there's Betty White. Look how fat she is. You're a big girl. I'm coming. Hi, Mama. Oh my goodness. There's her little baby. Yeah. And the guineas didn't go home before the snowstorm, so they've been trapped in the barn here for a couple days. It's kind of funny actually, but they'll sit here and pick through the hay, get the seeds and the seed heads, and there's water for them to drink too. Man, that wind is brutal. Nice inside here though, because you got a roof over your head and some walls. All right, let's get them hayed up real quick. Hang on, little baby. All right, here you go, girls. There's more coming, don't worry. All right, we get them some hayed up. So what happened was we knew this big snowstorm was coming, and we actually left Florida a day early, a day and a half early, something like that. and we got right back here. But on the way, the barometric pressure started already changing, and sure enough, that one over there had twins, and the one didn't make it. They got to get that colostrum within the first 24 hours, and the farm sitters we had here did everything they could, but apparently she rejected the baby. She was cleaning it off, and for some reason she stopped, and then she walked away. And when they do that, it's hard for them to take the baby back. And so, just kind of life on the homestead, right? They did everything they could, but it just didn't work out. So we have this little fella here going on with her. I got him pinned up separately to keep an eye on them, and they've been in here for the last couple days because it's been, we've had snow and this cold weather, and you can hear Smokey out there working up the gate because he wants to get some food. So.
Did you guys know that in the 16, 17, and 1800s, chocolate was consumed as a beverage? There was no such thing as a chocolate candy bar. Well, we're bringing chocolate tea back to the 21st century because it's loaded with antioxidants our body loves, and it's a great source of magnesium that's wonderful for bone and heart health. It's a great addition to your coffee machine or your French press, or just along with your favorite sweetener. You can find it on offgridwithdougandstacy.com, along with our brand new tea infuser, simple to use for easy steeping. Cheers!